Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Quranic Arabic webinars. This is a script analysis looking at Hamza and Alif in Suratul Fatiha. So this is the Uthmani script, and again this is Suratul Fatiha, and what we're really concentrating on are the different Hamzas and Alifs. So we'll start on this first line here. So this is Alhamdu, and you'll notice we have the Hamzatul Wasl here on the front of Alhamdu. So that's the first thing to notice. We're going to have a look in a minute at the Majidi script and we'll see how differently that is actually written. So we have Hamzatul Wasl there, we have another one here, another one here, another one here, etc. So in the Uthmani script you'll find many of these Hamzatul Wasls. The next one we need to look at is, let's have a look here, another Hamzatul Wasl on where we would normally read Ihdina. So we'll have a look at the equivalent of that in the Majidi script as well. And last of all, let's look at the Hamza. So here you can see the Hamza on top of the Alif with the Fatha. So they've written the actual Hamza in. Let's see if we can find another one. Here we go. On the front of Iyaka, we've got Hamza underneath the Alif. So again, Hamza underneath the Alif, and here we have Hamza on top of the Alif. The other thing to look at is the Lam and Alif. So here we have the La too long that we discussed before. So we're going to have a look at the Majidi script. And now we'll look at Alhamdu. Now if you notice, here we've got what looks like an Alif and they've actually put a Fatha on top. So on the Uthmani script that was a Hamzatul Wasl and they didn't have any Fatha on the top at all, just a straight Alif. So this looks like an Alif, but it's actually incorrect. Uthmani script, i.e. this is also correct, i.e. what I'm talking about is in grammatical terms this would be Hamzatul Wasl, and in the Majidi script or the Indo-Pak script they just dropped that and they've put a Fatha here to help the reader to understand what sound should be made. So al. So I'm just going to flip back to the Uthmani script. Here we go. You notice here they've got the Hamzatul Wasl but they haven't got a Fatha. So somebody who doesn't know the grammar would not understand how to pronounce this at all because there's no Fatha on top of it. Okay, going back to the Majidi script, so we'll be flipping back and forwards to compare. Here we have Iyaka. So again, this is Alif with a Kasra underneath, and in the Uthmani script this had the small Hamza underneath. And then we looked here as well, we have Alif with Fatha on top, and in the Uthmani script this had the Hamza on top. So you can see they've left out the Hamzas completely, so you would think that these are Alif, but remember Alif is always used as a long vowel to lengthen sounds. These are always Hamza, and Alif on its own will never actually have a sound attached to it. So I'm just going to pop back to the Uthmani script. There we go. There's your Iyaka with the Hamza, and here's the Hamza on top of the Alif. Okay, the La is the same, too long again. Okay, so we can start to see slight differences in the scripts, especially with this Alif. So this is actually a Hamza, so remember that. And the rule is the Alif will never be at the beginning of an Arabic word. It will always be a Hamza, and generally the Alif, as we see here in the La, will not have its own sound on it. It's helping to lengthen the sound before. So this is La, and with the Alif, which is a long vowel, it becomes La. Okay, so that was a quick look. So we're just trying to get you into looking at some of the scripts, especially for those people who can already read but didn't realize there's a difference between the alif and the hamza in the different scripts.